Everything we've done so far has been against an opponent who was aligned more or less flat on their back with us on their center line. Okay, and this is probably the most common form of toreando that you're going to run into. Your more advanced opponents, however, will very often look to form a 45-degree angle to you. Why are they doing this? Well, this does several things. First, it presents one side of their body to you. And as a result, he can throw up all of his defenses safely on one side, knowing that the far side is so far away from me that he doesn't have to worry about it. So now 100% of his defenses are put on one side of the body. It also means that the alignment of his body is such that a lot of the toreando type movements that we looked at previously just don't really work here. You can't really get into the positions that we favor. First things first, when someone adopts this position, it's true they've created a very strong defensive structure. But like everything in jiu-jitsu, it comes at a price. And that price is mobility. He's kind of killed his mobility. When someone takes this position, my first thing is I'm going to kill the recovery leg. The way we do this is we stand at a distance where he cannot make contact with me. And because his mobility is compromised, I'm in a situation where I can initiate all the contact. So what I make him do is I make him believe that I'm interested in contact here at the near hand and the near leg. And I just play at a distance like so. And then I just grab here. So if he ever went to use that recovery leg, I'm in control of him. If he managed, for example, to scoop inside my leg and go to invert, nothing would happen because I'm controlling the inversion recovery leg. If I ever lose this and he kicks out, then I just come right back to it. He peels it off with his hand, I'll come back to it. But always, this is what I'm concerned with. The first thing I look at is this area here. Is there a gap through which I could land my foot and step safely inside? If the answer to that question is yes, I'm going to perform a crossover step. What are the right conditions for a crossover step? It's where this foot points between my knees. And most of the time it will. Why? Because he wants to hook my leg and establish contact to pull me into guard. And I see there's space for me to work. I'm going to straighten up. As I straighten up, I cross over my opponent's thigh. And I step with my foot pointing towards the crotch. As soon as we see this, we lower our level, and I take this hand and I run everything across. I never stop here. Possibly could take me over the top into 50-50. Cause all kinds of problems. So we always make sure that we close the door to 50-50 by bringing our feet together. So when he goes to throw me over the top, it doesn't help. Okay? Once I see there's sufficient space, I just step right over the top. I level change, and I take everything through, and into the pass we go. As we play this game, I see there's sufficient space for me to step in. When I step over this time, he recovers and brings his knee in. When we see that, I put my hand here. As he puts up his defensive frames, we now flick the knee up, and we put our knee in front of it. And then we play that same game of running the legs down and going into our passing position. He brings his knee in, and now I put my hand underneath the knee, I give a little lift, and I put my knee in front. Like we're jousting for position. This may have to happen 2-3 times, twice, 3 times to get it in there until we get to our passing position.